Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Live Authentically with Krista. I wanted to just make this video because the Lord is putting it on my heart, and I just wanted to bring some encouragement and also inspiration and just to help someone today. So the Lord has just been putting in my heart, like highlighting like marriage to me a lot lately, and also just like how important it is that whether if you're married, this video is going to help you if you're married right now, if you're dating, if you are have marriage on your heart, like this is something that you want, if you even know who your future spouse is, like this video is going to help you. So if you are already married, never ever stop pursuing your spouse, okay? Never stop pursuing your spouse, because when you said I do, that meant that you loved them, right? That means when you say I do, then you're saying I will show up for you every day. I will show up for you every day. It doesn't matter if you're sick, if you're sad, if you're angry, if you're frustrated. I will show up for you. That also says, when you say I do, that also says I will come alongside you and I will support you. I will support you inside the house. I will support you with children. I will support you and help you with dishes. I will support you and help you. Okay, this is what I do means. When you say I do, that's what that means. Okay? Unconditionally, no stipulations. Okay? Okay, I do. So just never stop pursuing your spouse. It's just so important, because when you love them, then that means that you will show up for them. When you love them, then you care about your marriage and your relationship so much that you'll do whatever it takes to stay united to that person. Okay? There's so much division happening in our world today. There's so much division that is happening. And for one, that's because people, they chuck God out the window. They chuck Jesus out the window. They don't keep him. They don't lean on him. Some people don't care. They walk away. But I really just wanted to share this message that it's so important to pursue your spouse every single day. Okay, no matter how you feel. And whether you're dating and marriage is on your heart, or whether you know like who your future spouse is already, like apply this as well. If you are dating, if you know who your future spouse is, never stop pursuing them. Never stop pursuing them. Because otherwise you can't stay united. You can't stay united if if two people do not pursue each other. You have to pursue each other. If you love someone, you need to pursue them. You need to pursue them. Because this is getting ready for me. Get yourself ready for marriage. Because when you step into marriage, you got to show up for your person. You got to show up for your spouse every day. So really take this into consideration, because it's going to help you stay united and to stay connected. But if you really look at your person, if you look at your spouse, if you're already married, if you look at your spouse as a gift, if you look at your spouse, or if you look at your future spouse as a gift, if you look at them as a gift as a blessing from the Lord, okay, then you would show up for them. You got to treasure the blessings that you have in life, because it's just like if you don't treasure them and you take them for granted, this is why divorce happens. This is why divorce happens. Divorce happens when you're looking more at yourself and caring more about yourself than you do the other person. In the book of Mark, in Mark 10:9, it says, what God has joined together, let no one separate. You know, if more people really looked at that verse and understood what it meant, they would do whatever it took to stay united to their spouse. They would do whatever it took to stay united to your future spouse, if you know who they are. They would do whatever it took. You know, if it says what God has joined together, let no one separate, then that means don't allow stress. Don't allow a friend or a coworker or a family member. Don't let anyone come in between your relationship. Protect it. Don't let a distraction come in and cause you to not pursue your spouse. Don't let social media. Social media is just, it can wreak havoc on a marriage. It can wreak havoc in your family life. It could cause you to not have family time because you're so busy on social media. You know, your hobbies and activities that you do, if those hobbies and activities are keeping you from staying united in your family, in your marriage, then you got to do something. You got to switch something up. Because if you have a shaky foundation in your house right now, you got to do something. You got to make some changes. You know, family time is so important. Time with your spouse is so important, because they are the person that lays next to you at night. Okay, they are the one who lays next to you at night. They are the ones who should be supporting you and walking alongside of you no matter what. So if there's something going on in your house that is causing division, if it's a hobby, if it's taking too much of your time away and you can't, and where you're not spending time with your spouse, you gotta make changes. You know, you got to protect your marriage. You have to. And to protect your family time and your family life, you got to do that. Because if you don't, it's going to get shaky. You know, so I just hope that this really speaks volumes and that it helps someone else. That if you're currently married and you're already thinking about the things that's going on inside of your home right now, if you're already thinking about things and you're seeing the division happen and you're seeing ways where you're not united, after this video, reflect on it. Pray and ask the Lord on what you need to do so that you can bring unity in your marriage. Pray and ask the Lord on what you should do, because unity is the only way that you two are going to stay together. Unity. And if you are someone who is thinking about marriage and you know who your spouse is, you got to think about this too. You got to do whatever it is, do whatever it takes to stay united with your future spouse. Okay, you have to do whatever it takes. Remove those distractions. Okay? Think about your person. Think about your future spouse. Take consideration of their heart. It's when you don't take consideration of someone's heart, it's when you don't take consideration of their heart, it's where the division comes. You have to take consideration of their heart. And every day that you live, take consideration of their heart. Are you doing something that would upset your person? Are you doing something that would upset your spouse? Take them into consideration. And you should care about how they feel. You should care about how they feel. You should care about what they want too. Because it's not just you It's them too, you know? So never stop pursuing them. Don't stop pursuing your spouse. Don't stop pursuing the person that God is leading you to. Don't stop pursuing the person that you know without a shadow of a doubt is your. Don't stop pursuing the person that you know without a shadow of a doubt is your spouse. Don't stop pursuing them. Okay? And when you pursue their heart, don't just do it to capture them, but once you capture them, okay, then you never stop pursuing them so that you can keep them. That's the problem that's happening. It's people, they say I do, but then they check that out the door, and then they just live how they want to do. They just live how they want to live. You need to take consideration of them every day. Marriage is an everyday thing. It's not a once a week thing. It's not a once a month thing. It's an everyday thing. And in order to stay united, you got to pursue each other every day. And like I said in Mark 10:9, I can't remember, I think I said it, but yeah, yes I did. I already said it, but yeah, don't let anything come in between you two. Do whatever it takes to stay united. Okay, do whatever it takes to pursue your spouse. Do whatever it takes. Don't let anything come in between you two ever. Okay, because they are the one that's going to be laying next to you at night. They are the one that's going to be sleeping next to you. Okay? All right, I hope that this helps someone, but yeah, the Lord has just been really like highlighting marriage and just how important it is, even if it's just a relationship, a friendship. You know, it takes two people to walk together. It takes two people to stay united. One person can't do all of the fighting. One person cannot do all of the work. It can't happen. There needs to be two people that show up. Two people that show up together. Because if you have one spouse that's doing all of the work and you're just sitting back, it's not going to last. It won't. So you have to show up and fight to stay united. Okay? And this is something that I know that when the Lord leads my future husband to me, and this is what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting on the marriage that God wants me to be in. I've been praying on this for a while, you know. I've been praying on to do things God's way and to really have the Lord lead that man to me. And I know that without a shadow of a doubt that man is going to have to pursue Jesus to get to me. Because this is what I've been praying for. I've been praying for such a long time that man would truly, you know, love me and respect me and honor me the way the Lord wants him to, you know. So, yeah. So I'm praying for that. And I know that when I say I do, when we say I do on that day, I know that every day that I know that I'm going to need to seek Jesus. And I know that if he seeks Jesus too, then he's going to know how to love me the right way. He's going to love me the right way. Because it says in Ecclesiastes 4:13, a cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. So that means that if you keep Jesus, if you keep your eyes on Jesus, if the both of you keep your eyes on Jesus, it's going to be very, very hard for you to ever break your union, ever. It's very hard to break if you two are both keeping your eyes on Jesus. You're going to have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful marriage. Doesn't mean it's going to always be easy, because life isn't easy. But if you choose to walk with Jesus, you're going to be so much more united, and you are going to love each other so much better. Okay? So I hope that this video really helps someone, encourages someone, and that it opens your eyes to how powerful it is and how important it is to never ever stop pursuing each other. Okay? All right. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for being here.